Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to F1 2019, episode numero 4 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Now, I had to unbox my wheel for this one, but oh my god. Carl, you're hopeless! You missed the two updates I actually wanted, and it's wet as well. Thank you. Well done, Baku. Anyway, I had to unbox my wheel because I did not feel comfortable on controlling Baku, so yay, I still have it for now. But once it's gone and I come back to Baku, God help me. Anyway, so our two drag updates failed because Carl is useless, but we got the engine power one, which should help. Yeah, I don't like Carl. Can we get Chris back? You know, from F1 2017 and 16. Can we get Chris back, please? No? Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're stuck with Carl for now, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I hate Carl.
The circuit has rubbed it in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
That's right, Crofty. It's looking good out there at the moment. Each team will have their own game plan for this session, and of course, once the cars leave the garage, they'll be under parc ferme conditions, so any last-minute adjustments need to be done right here and now. Beyond that, it's all up to the driver. Who can keep their tyres in the right temperature? Who can hit their apexes? No race fuel on board these days, of course. These are the fastest cars we've had in a long, long time, and it's right here in qualifying where they're at their absolute peak. Let's get started.
Right, so qualifying. Here's our first lap, and we actually only did one lap in Q1 because I didn't want to waste too many tires, you know, trying to economically get into the top 10. Yeah, that looking back at it now, that was a dumb idea. So here we go, really close to that one. I'm pushing the car right, but at the moment, cause I don't know why something was weird with the wheel. I was going at about 95%. I think it was like it wasn't even the wheel; it was the brake pedal. It just felt really, So we only go P6. We're in between the two Red Bulls, which is not the place you want to be, considering the fact that this happened. End of Q1. Fast forward to the end. P17 knocked out. That's a beautiful way to start qualifying. Just or behind the two Williams cars of Russell and Kubica. Somebody get me a knife, cause this is painful. I had two Williams cars. What the heck, me? Come on. You're better than this. Jesus.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's 3.7 miles around a lap of Baku City Circuit then, with 7 rights and 13 lefts, giving us a total of 20 corners. Watch out for the safety car today. Incidents are already common on this circuit, and the wet conditions will only make things worse, particularly through the incredibly narrow turn 8. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about the Iceman. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast, so they'll be disappointed, won't they?
It's not a nice feeling, I promise you. They've got a quick car underneath them, but they've got onto the grid today and they need a pair of binoculars to see the start lights. They'll be desperate for a good start to make up for some of that deficit.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Great work from Nico Hülkenberg yesterday sees him start on pole, and starting alongside in P2, is Sebastian Vettel. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Sergio Perez, and Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty. Magnussen, Raikkonen, Gasly, and Daniel Ricciardo. Grosjean, Verstappen, George Russell, and Kubica. Iceman, Norris, Alexander Albon, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Fiat and Charles Leclerc completes today's grid order. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So, we've been handed up a few places, because Norris and Albon, I believe it was, got grid penalties. So yeah, let's get into this race. Let's comeback drive, 2.0, I guess. Not really, but yeah. It's got 5 red lights of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Lights are out, we're underway. Quite a lot of wheel spin, especially considering the Williams car got an amazing start. Lock up in front right into turn 1 and around the outside overtake Kubica. Right, that's good, that's good. Let's keep going down the inside of the Renault Verstappen. He bumps off the wall, bounces into me. Try to get the power down. We got it, accelerating into high ERS. We have plenty of fuel to use, so that's not going to be a problem. As we brake now for turn 3, I believe this is. They tried to get the run on George Russell in the second Williams car. How are they so high up the grid? He bounces off the wall and bounces into me. Mate, what is that? No damage, thankfully. Honestly, what are we doing? Racing or ping pong? God, I'm gonna regret seeing that. Right, here we go. Now we're chasing after these two, Grosjean and Ricciardo, and the Haas and Red Bull respectively. Bump into Ricciardo a bit, still no damage, so if you do get damage around Baku, it's gonna mess your race, so it's a good thing we have no damage. Right, following through the castle section, and with the magical power of editing, we are onto lap 2, going to the end of sector 1, entering sector 2. Now we are right on the back of Daniel Ricciardo, going up to this turn, I believe it's turn 5, down the inside of him, tap Gasly a little bit, and then the left, right, around the outside of Ricciardo, and we got the move done and done. Simply lovely. Right, end of lap 2, down the 2-kilometer long back straight. It's not fully flat out in these wet conditions, but one must do what they have to do, trying to go as fast as possible without crashing. So here we go, overtake mode under Red Bull. The Red Bull's trying to make a move on Raikkonen. He goes to the right hand side, we go to the left hand side, just flying past, but not. What? I have no idea. But we go to down the inside, lock a bit, get on the curb, slide wide. The Red Bull gets pushed back, and we are down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, and shut the door, stay ahead of him, and just like that, the move is done and booked. So simply lovely driving, from my perspective anyway. Going down the second straight, Kimi doesn't make a move, and we are safe now. Lap 4, it is time to come into the pits for intermediate tires. So if I start on inters, this would have been a great strategy call, but of course with the high rear tire wear around Baku, I guess it doesn't hurt too much. Right, into the pits. Hopefully maybe we can jump the Haas car. Nope, nah. Nah. I'm done. Right.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Alright then, Bob. One stop left. Yeah. So
They're going to be slow.
looks like he told me now that what's his name, Grosjean has a problem with his car, and he's gonna be slow. So we need to take this opportunity to overtake the Haas car really quickly. So lining ourselves up for a move in down the second straight. Look at the power advantage we have, and traction as well. Slipstream, no DRS of course in these very wet conditions. Down the inside, brake. Oh, we closed the door a bit too early, and he taps our rear right. We almost spin out, but everything's fine because master driver, you know, just saying. Right, that's the move on Grosjean done. End of lap 7, coming to the back straight, heading. We're just pointing at Magnussen.
Use overtake.
Alright.
Use overtake.
Yeah, shut up, Jeff. Alright, I'll use overtake. Alright, so overtake mode, Rich Mix now, and here we go, slipstream on the second Haas car of Kevin Magnussen. Here we go. Look at that, 210 mile an hour plus, catching up, go to the right hand side, brake, don't want to lock up my brakes, and we don't, thankfully. Close the door a bit on Magnussen, he backs off, and that's that, P7. Right, up next, the racing points, racing point of Carlos Sainz, my former teammate in the McLaren in season 1, which I did not show at all, so it's kind of sort of irrelevant. So yeah, Magnussen doesn't make a move after a second straight, so we keep soldiering on, staying ahead of Kevin Magnussen. Now second straight, lap 9. Slipstreaming Carlos Sainz, getting closer. Will we make a move? No, we will not. Stay back a bit for a bit. But now down the inside, turn 4. Oh my god, that was aggressive. Bit of a lockup. But we make it the move work. Warning for a collision signs, but it's fine. And now, lap 12. It's time, sorta kinda, for the dry tires. You can see there's still spray coming off, but yeah, Jeff actually wanted to do a 2-stop with the 2 sets of soft tires, but I was like, that's like 7 laps each on each soft tire. I don't think I can do that, so I decided, you know what, medium tire, maybe I can do a set of mediums and a set of softs, or maybe even take the mediums to the end of the race, you know, cheeky 1 dry pit stop. So lock up into the pits. There's Perez right ahead of us. We will not jump him. But honestly, we can get close in pit stop. So, here we go. We got held up by his teammate Sainz. Oh god, Sainz did the absolute deed for Perez. So, looks like everyone else is going on soft tires. So, look at that slide on pit exit. Warning for cussing pit lane exit as well. Lando's in the pits as well. So, but see, the thing is, the track is still very slippery, and I was having traction troubles. And now look at this, Perez, Sainz and Magnussen on each side of my car, and into turn 1, we squeeze both of them out. And simply lovely that move was. Now turn 2, heading towards the second straight. They will have DRS because DRS has been enabled now in these dry conditions. Magnussen's closing up with the speed, blocked to the inside. He goes further to the inside, and look at that move. Around the outside of Magnussen, we keep ahead of him, but it's only a matter of time because he's on soft tires, I'm on mediums. So yeah, here we go, down the main straight. Overtake mode for me, but no, Rich Magnussen goes around my outside. We brake, no lockups, which is nice. Seems like I'm being more comfortable with the track, and squeeze Magnussen out. Now, look at that, Nico Hulkenberg, lap 17, out of the Grand Prix. So I believe he was in first place, but well, rest in peace, Nico. There he is, parked up. You know, maybe if someone's car just understeers, they can slam into him and cause a safety car. But nope. Look at this, Magnussen coming at me again. I fake going into the pit so he'll move away from me. And then last second we dart away. And now, side by side, sort of kind of, with Kevin Magnussen into turn 1. We squeezed him quite aggressively now that I look at it. But it's fine. It's an AI, he doesn't care. Look at that, lock up into turn 2, sliding a bit, try to get the traction down. But now Magnussen, he's got a great run. He goes towards my inside. Now Sainz towards the outside, and look at that, into turn 3, they go side by side, pushing Magnussen. He bumps the wall. Now Sainz and Magnussen are side by side. Now Sainz does get ahead. And end of lap 18, look at this, coming down the main straight again. This is like the best spot for overtaking ever. Here we go, slipstream on Magnussen. Magnussen is also slipstreaming Sainz, but we're closing up to Magnussen faster. DRS open, fly past Magnussen. Now we're closing up to Sainz real quick, 215 miles an hour, purple sector 3 as well. Brake late into turn 1. Trying to get switcher back, but my brake locks up. Now the second straight, I mean. Look at that, Sainz bumps into the wall, he bumps into us, we get squeezed into the wall. Brake late once again. and we get ahead of Sainz. So a lot of action on that one lap, and I enjoyed that. However, I don't know if you saw, but it said that uh, what was it? I didn't actually mention it. Grosjean's problems had been fixed, but I don't think he will be able to catch us. But look at this. Look at the closing speed Sainz has on us. He goes to the inside. Magnussen also goes to the inside. It's 3 wide to turn 1. Magnussen locks up, pushes Sainz wide. And I try to stick to the side of Magnussen, brake late into turn 2, but nope, he lobs off. A bit of my frowning, but you know, I'll take it. But now here we go towards turn 3, chasing after Magnussen, fast, but we can't keep up. We cannot catch up to him. And well, now this is why I messed up. I could have taken the medium tires to the end of the race, but I say stupidly, if I say so myself, you know, I'll make a pit stop and screw myself over. So. And Lando as well, because he's into pits as well. Look at that. Try to get the release. 1.9 seconds my boys did. But Magnussen just got ahead and he's extended the gap further in the pit lane. So we got screw us, right? Oh god. So Magnussen's made, I'd say, like a solid 2 seconds on us. And Sainz is still right on us. And Magnussen's running away now. We do set green versus sector English. Now Sainz, look at him catching up to me with the slipstream. I'm sparking away into turn 1 we go. Neither of us locks up, which is surprising, especially me. Now here we go towards turn 2. Braking, Sainz is not sent towards my inside, and that lap was calm. But now look at that. Alexander Albon is out of the Grand Prix, the second retirement for Toro Rosso. Wait, what? No, the second retirement of the Grand Prix, and it's for Toro Rosso. Man, my brain's not working right now. I don't know why. But we are actually catching up to Magnussen slightly, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, we won't have enough time to do it. So I tell Jeff to shut up, just mainly because I wanted the achievement, and I actually got it. Xbox didn't show it, but I actually got the achievement. So yeah, Jeff, shut up. Bump into the wall, but everything's fine. There's the stricken Albon through the castle section, lap 24. Now heading towards lap 25. Here we go, another move by Sainz. Gotta defend hard. We move to the outside. I don't know why we do that. Sainz sends it down my inside. He doesn't make it far enough, and we cover off that move quite quickly. I don't know why Sainz is attacking me. It's not like he wants to catch up to Magnussen or anything. It's not like he wants to make it a 4-5. Is it? Yeah, a 4-5 for a racing point. Because remember, Perez is still in P4. Like madness. Because Hulkenberg tired, so there's only 3 of the top 4 there. So yeah, here we go. Final time. Final chance Sainz has to overtake me. I'm in rich mix as well now, and overtake mode. As we make the run down to the line, we aggressively chop off Sainz. Now he gets a second run. He has a slipstream, but the recording cut out. Yay! God damn it. So yeah, that's the race over. Where's black screen much? Excuse me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where is it? There we go.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So, that was the race over. Standings wise, we're in P5. We've fallen. But Lando's in P7. So look at that. We came from P15 to P6. Lando went P16 to P8. So two of us. We really did the deed there. But Bottas is your race winner with the fastest lap as well. Mercedes still leading the way before I close up because Mercedes had one retirement. So rest in peace, them. Yeah, so it was actually a pretty good race. You know, Bottas, Hamilton, Vettel, Perez, Magnussen, myself, Sainz, Norris, Gasly, Russell, Verstappen, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Kubica, Leclerc, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, and the retirements were Hulkenberg and Albon. English.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
Well, you just changed strategies, and the best driver still performed the best in the end of it.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
I have nothing to say to that, Claire. Just leave me alone.
Well, thanks anyway.
Thank you. Did you see how much sparkage my car was making? Honestly, that was amazing. It was beautiful. So now there's a rivalry, Lando got a fast lap than us, so I guess he's catching up in that respect. But we have a new contract to do. Yay! Oh God. So, this is interesting. So, I did not think that I could qualify that high, so I went 11th, 9th, for qualifiers race respectively. Jesus Christ, English. I'm a first driver, easy team goal, 75% resource points bonus, upgrade speed level 2, I believe. Yeah, simultaneous level 1, and maybe 20% quicker pit stops. I think I'm worth it, but no, they say nope, screw you, you're not worth it. So let's rethink this. 10% quicker pit stops, eh? No, it's still not enough. Okay, looks like alright, fine. Yeah, what do I do? Okay, fine, I'll be the second driver. That's what I decide to do. I'll be the second driver. So in the end of it, I could have actually gone for 20 or even 30% quicker pit stops, but I'll rock with this contract for now, So let's think. I have to run with that. Oh yeah, we also have to purchase these upgrades because Carl is a bad boy. So let's think. Let's Spain P11 I can do. Canada, no, Monaco I can definitely do it. Ooh, Canada I can do it definitely, and France I can do it. So this contract should be alright, but we'll see what happens. We have to repurchase those upgrades because Carl is a bad boy, so we will have a major boost in upgrades for the next race in what's its face? It's Spain. Yeah, that should be good. I think the hardest race out of the next four will be Monaco, so I guess we'll see how that goes out. Indeed.